Have you ever looked at someone and felt an immediate chill, as if that person wasn't human? There are moments when reality seems to tear right away on camera, revealing faces that shouldn't exist and behaviors that defy logic. Today, you will see the most unsettling records of people who seem to have come out of a nightmare. Many claim that these are just digital glitches in the broadcasts, but a growing portion of investigators swear that we are seeing the mask of the global elite slip off in real time. I want to know your opinion now. Do you believe that these are just camera errors, or are we finally seeing who really rules the world? Comment failed or real down here right now. Get ready, because the case we left for last, of a woman who disappeared into thin air during a police stop, will make you question everything you know about what's real. Stay with me if you dare.
The strange woman.
This clip is from February 2nd, 2023, when some young people met an elderly lady who didn't look normal at all. While they were waiting for the light to open, the lady appeared out of nowhere and started hitting the windshield. She made sinister facial gestures and stared at the driver with disturbing eyes. Despite being asked repeatedly what she wanted, the lady remained motionless, only staring at the driver in silence. What frightened the driver was his piercing gaze and the strange movement of his mouth. When the driver posted the clip online, many viewers opined that the lady might have dementia and would have gotten lost. Transporting aliens. While traveling home from school, a young woman made a video that left her upset. At first glance, you don't notice anything, but when you slow down, you see something far from normal. The driver has big, bulging eyes, and she and the person sitting next to her are wearing sinister-looking masks. The back seat was what really shocked the girl. With shiny silver clothes, covered eyes, and distorted faces, the two passengers in the back seat didn't look human at all. Many online viewers say that the passengers are aliens and were being transported from one place to another by suspicious people.
Reptilian human.
This is another clip of a reptilian human that surfaced on the internet in 2022 and disturbed viewers everywhere. The video shows a woman recording herself normally, but then something happens. Suddenly, his eyes partially changed and revealed reptilian rifts for a brief moment. Then she blinked and returned to normal. When the clip went viral on the internet, it ignited a debate among viewers about the reality of the video. Was it a deliberate attempt to show herself to the world, or did the woman not notice the momentary lapse? The shapeshifter of Washington. Images from a home in Washington, D.C. captured something that shook the owners to their core. The midnight recording showed a shapeshifter outside his home. At first, it was a black cat that roamed outside the barricade, but suddenly it turned into a human, walking normally along the road. The owners, confused and scared, shared the video online, asking viewers to share their thoughts on the recording. Many social media users said their cameras also captured similar footage in the same neighborhood. Failure, or something more. Sometimes, cameras reveal things hidden to the naked eye. In 2018, a man was watching a talk show when he saw the guest speaker behaving strangely in the studio. During the live broadcast, the man mumbled something and began to shake his tongue in an unusual way, like a reptile. His stiff hands could also be seen in the recording. When the video went viral on the internet, users said that the guest was part of the powerful reptilian elite that controls everything around us.
Zombie from Quintal.
This video will blow your mind. The clip shows a zombie-like human being standing in the backyard of a house. The humanoid had long gray hair on the sides of its head, a pointed nose, and was scratching itself violently on its neck, as if it was trying to remove something. He stayed for a few seconds before climbing the barred door that led to the roof. The owner said he thought there were raccoons on his roof until he checked the footage, which showed the sinister creature climbing towards the top.
Possessed woman.
This video was captured in November 2025 in Indonesia. A woman was feeling something unnatural in her room and installed a camera for inspection. But what the camera captured sent chills down the spines. At midnight, the camera recorded the woman shaking rapidly in her bed, as if she was trying to free herself from someone's clutches. Suddenly, black smoke rose from his right side. His eyes became colorless and his body began to float in the air, defying the laws of the physical world. Internet users say that this appears to be the last video posted on his account, and there have been no updates to it since then.
Mystery on the bus.
On a metro bus from Surat to Mumbai, a traveler was moving holding the steel pole when he began to act strangely. Everything went well until he began to shake intensely, leaving nearby passengers disturbed. His glasses and hat fell to the ground and his eyes turned white during the tremor. The seated passengers stood up in amazement, giving him a place to settle. As he sat down, he began to shudder again. Passengers seemed nervous, wondering if it was a medical emergency or something stranger. When the clip went viral, many viewers speculated that he was possessed, while others said it was a staging to get a seat on the crowded bus. What do you think about it? Reptilian collective. In 2020, the former head of Operation Warp Speed, Monsef Slawi, was giving a press conference about the COVID vaccine when the camera captured his eyes twitching and a slit appearing inside them. The press conference went on normally until, deliberately or not, his eyes turned into reptilian eyes. When the video went viral on social media, viewers were skeptical about what they were watching. Many said that he is actually a reptilian and his mask had slipped, while many said that it was nothing more than a glitch in the camera. Skinwalker de Beira de Estrada. A man was driving his car on a highway when a person reached out for a ride. When the driver stopped to help him, he saw something unusual about him. One of its lower limbs was not a human leg, but a goat's hoof. With one of his slippers set aside, it seemed like he had begun to transform into his true personality and wanted to get somewhere as quickly as possible. When the video surfaced online, some viewers said he's a skinwalker turning into a goat, while others said it's the result of a science experiment. Mysterious clown. In August of last year, people in several cities across America experienced strange sounds in their neighborhoods. Strange shadows began to appear at night, but when people looked at their images, they saw a strange clown-like figure wandering around their homes. The huge clown with a big hat and white-painted face wasn't following anyone, but was making deliberate appearances on the cameras of the houses. As soon as the video gained traction online, many social media users said they also saw the same face in many other videos.
The ghost of Isfahan.
In Isfahan, Iran, some friends were riding in their car. Suddenly, they saw a sinister figure running alongside the vehicle. The next moment, the dark figure began to run faster than the car. They began to follow it at full speed, but were shocked, as the creature's speed was unprecedented and it did not slow down. They followed her for a while. Then, after realizing that she was a being from another world, they stopped following her. Online viewers speculated that it was a jinn, which are typically sighted in the region. Disturbing moment at the mosque. After a routine prayer at a mosque in Malaysia, a moment shook everyone deeply. As the preacher recited, a woman ran from the feminine chant toward the preacher as if she were going to knock him down. When the people in the mosque grabbed her, she began to shout loudly in a strange way and resist them. Afterward, she seemed relaxed, but still struggled to speak clearly. Later, a stretcher was brought in to take her to the hospital.
Possession in the class.
In India, after the class ended, the students were sitting together when something unexpected happened to one of the students. Suddenly, his eyes rolled. She started screaming loudly, and her body started to bend back as if something was controlling her. In shock, her classmates and the teacher began to hold her tight. The next moment, she lost consciousness, looking as if her soul had left her body. The nearby students picked her up and started calling the ambulance. But was it really a medical emergency or a possessed girl trying to fight for her life? The mystery remains unsolved. Transformation at midnight. These CCTV images have left viewers stunned on the internet. The clip shows a woman standing on a sidewalk with little traffic in the middle of the night. The roads are empty, and there is no sign of any activity on them. Suddenly, she touches the ground with both hands in a strange way and turns into a dog. The white coat of the shapeshifter falls on the road, and she can be seen running back and forth in the middle of the empty road. If you've seen something like this, let me know in the comments section below. Reptiliano na TV. With these reptilian humans being recorded from all sides, you can't be sure these days if, while watching the news, some viewers caught a strange movement of a spokesperson sitting at a press conference in Ohio. The video shows the speaker making facial expressions that are reptilian. At the moment, it seems that he is losing his mask and showing his true self. Without blinking his eyes, he begins to shake his tongue and smile in an unusual way. When he realizes that his true self is being unconsciously revealed, he suddenly grabs his water bottle and drinks water. The video left viewers asking, can we trust anyone in this world we live in? Transmission anomaly. A man was watching the CNN news when he saw something strange happening to the reporter. As he reported on the situation in Syria, his eyes changed during the live broadcast. His pupils suddenly turned gray, and the next moment, they returned to normal. Out of curiosity, the man shared the video on YouTube, asking the online community if this was a TV glitch or if a real reptilian reporter was working at the news network. However, viewers ask, if this was just a glitch, why did it only affect his eyes? Usually, a bad signal spoils the entire picture, but here, the rest of the face remained sharp. Awkward moment in the eyes. In a recent video, a viewer captured something disturbing about Boris Johnson, which sparked widespread debate about the politician online. During an interview, the former British Prime Minister's eyes flickered for a brief moment. One of his eyes changed into a reptilian rift before returning to normal again. After the video went live, viewers seemed divided, as some said it's an edited video, while others said it looked like their mask slipped off unconsciously for a second, showing their true self on camera. With such videos coming out daily, myths no longer seem to be myths.
Unnatural eyes.
About 4 years ago, a person was watching an interview when he saw something unnatural about the woman sitting on the show. During the live broadcast, their pupils changed to snake slits for a split second. She was casually laughing with a person sitting next to her when her eyes changed rapidly. When played normally, nothing looked strange, but when viewers slowed down the video, they saw the woman's real face in it. Do you think this is just a transmission failure, or was it something more?
The silent possession.
This video shows a woman sitting alone in a room drinking coffee, with her dog sitting next to her. But the weird part is that she's continually talking to someone, shaking her head and making hand gestures. There's no one else sitting in the room, and viewers are distraught who she's talking to. Is there a ghost sitting next to her that the camera couldn't record? Or is the woman going through some mental illness? The video remains a mystery.
The white spirit.
Around 1:58 a.m., a dog began barking aggressively, as if it had found something in the hallway. The images revealed something very unexpected and disturbing. The dog was barking at a person in white clothes and long hair standing in the hallway. As the dog approached, the figure disappeared into thin air. He sniffed the ground for a while, but couldn't find anything there. The owners say their dog ran away from home a few days after the encounter.
Haunted house.
On February 21, 2023, a disturbing incident happened in an abandoned house in China. The house was famous for being haunted. Curious about the deserted house, a man visited her. As he entered the house, he felt as if something was pushing him from behind. He turned on his flashlight and started to go down the stairs. Suddenly, she heard strange voices in the house, someone singing and calling her name. Afraid, he threw a steel bowl into the water, but there was no one there. Then, he pointed the phone at an interior room where a dark, gloomy figure stood watching him in silence. Trembling with fright, he ran out of the house, never to return.
Enterrado vivo.
At a funeral, just as the body was about to be placed in the grave, one of those present suddenly fell into the grave. The details are disturbing, as he did not seem to lose his balance, but rather to be dragged into the empty grave. Viewers noticed an awkward moment when he tried to balance but was overwhelmed by something invisible in the images. Later, an unusual large hand was observed pulling the man to the grave as he fell. He held a crucifix which was also dragged behind him. In many cultures, this is seen as a sign of something far more disturbing than a simple physical accident.
Dark alien.
Just as a group of friends were walking on the beach, they saw a sinister figure coming out of the bushes towards them. The black-colored creature had a strange aura around it, looking like radiation was coming out of it. Seeing her coming towards them, they immediately ran out and fled. Was this an alien they just saw, or was it something much more mysterious than that?
Real-life zombie.
A young patient who was badly burned was taken to a hospital in Latin America. After the treatment, he suddenly sat up on his bed. Then, he got up abnormally and kicked the bed away. He remained in the room for a while without any facial expression and then left the room in an ominous manner. When the clip went viral, theories began to appear online. Some people said that he was a real-life zombie, while others claimed that these were his last moments recorded by nurses, as he passed away shortly after. However, the hospital has not issued any official notice of his passing, and the case remains unsolved. The silent exit. A routine police stop in Los Angeles took a mysterious turn when officers stopped a car for inspection, and one of them asked for the credentials of the young woman behind the wheel. Everything seemed normal until the officer asked her to wait in the car while she walked away for a moment. The moment the officer turned her back, the girl disappeared completely without a trace. The officer called her name repeatedly, but she was nowhere to be found. Later, the body camera footage was analyzed frame by frame, but there was nothing, no sign of her, no clue as to how she disappeared. Invisible protector. An old clip began to emerge again on the internet. It shows a thief trying to knock a person down a road, but when he knocked them down, a dark shadow emerged from the person and pushed the attacker hard. When the thief approached the person again, the huge gray shadow pushed him back. After a few moments, the shadow could be seen settling inside the person again, and they moved away as if nothing had happened. When the video was posted on social media, many users said it was a demon living in the man's body, which was protecting him from the assailant.
Lady Gaga transmorph.
In 2018, during an interview, Lady Gaga was speaking normally when the camera captured something beyond the ordinary. Suddenly, his eyes flickered, and onlookers saw reptilian slits in his eyes. When the video is played normally, no one can detect the slits, but in a close-up, the reality becomes crystal clear. When the video surfaced online, many users mentioned another interview with Stephen Colbert, in which the singer said that she always liked shapeshifting. Users are saying that she wasn't saying it metaphorically, but literally. Hand that went wrong. A chilling moment was captured by the cameras inside a supermarket. It shows a man holding a cat in his hands, when suddenly the middle finger of his right hand begins to shake backwards uncontrollably. The cat, sensing this strange moment, jumped from his hands to the ground. The man began to growl in pain, as he did not know what was happening to his hand. It seemed like some invisible force was pulling his finger back. Some onlookers said it was a ghost in action, while others said it was nothing more than a cramp or a body deformity. Whatever it was really disturbing. Ghost of the hospital. This video was causing serious discomfort among social media users. In 2024, overhead cameras captured a hospital security guard interacting with what appears to be an invisible person at 3 a.m. The guard opens the gate, stands up as if he were receiving someone, and records details in his occurrence book. He then gestures for someone to sit down. Moments later, he is seen pulling out a wheelchair and putting it back on. Throughout the images, the guard behaves as if he were talking to a real person, but that the camera never registers. Possession in the supermarket. In 2011, at a supermarket in China, security cameras captured a disturbing incident. As a man opened the door of a refrigerator, he suddenly began to shake and scream senselessly. The bottle in his hand slipped and fell as his arms stiffened and his eyes rolled upward. A nearby stalker panicked and ran when she saw him lose control. She approached carefully again, but the man pointed at her hysterically, as if he were about to attack. He then collapsed to the ground. What further disturbed viewers was that items on a nearby shelf also fell despite no one touching them, giving the impression that an unseen force was at work. What happened next remains a mystery to this day. Meeting with the witch. A man was walking home late at night along an empty road when he noticed a woman standing alone on the sidewalk. As he passed by her, he felt something deeply disturbing. When he looked at her face, his eyes and mouth looked dark and hollow, as if she had no soul. She remained motionless and emotionless, without any clear purpose. The man hurried, but she kept watching him, flashing a sinister smile and never blinking. Online viewers claimed that the woman was a witch that the man met at midnight. The Devil of the Ice Wall. This video shows a strange-looking man with a turban standing in New York City. With gray pupils, a long beard and weird black and yellow teeth, he was talking to a man with a devilish smile. His face had clear features of reptilian scales, making him look more like an animal in disguise than a human. The clip ignited widespread debate among online users, with many saying he escaped from a land beyond the ice wall. After all these records, the question remains, do we really know the people who cross our path every day, or are we living among beings who only pretend to be like us? Some of these videos may have logical explanations, such as medical conditions or technical glitches, but others, well, these seem to defy any attempt at rationalization. Which of these cases made you most uncomfortable? Was it Washington's shapeshifter or the woman who disappeared in front of the police? I read all the comments and want to know your theory. If you like to explore this dark and inexplicable side of our reality, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. This helps us a lot to keep bringing these secret files to you. I'm going to leave here on the screen another video of mention a similar theme, e.g. unexplained apparitions, that you need to watch now if you want to understand more about these phenomena. Thanks for watching, keep your eyes peeled, and we see ourselves in the next mystery.